GDREIA a while ago. I learned from the best. I remember one of my first times here, I was with Sham and just looking at houses for my very first flip. You know, just driving around town, figuring out what to do. Didn't really know much. We did the bus tour with Mike Fry back when he was doing it a long time ago. It was a great experience. So you learn how to crunch the numbers and do that. Went to a lot of the GDREIA conferences too, bought like all their courses and stuff. So even like one of the best things is just the education and networking. You know, for everybody that's here, all the courses that they have essentially for free if you're a member to go through those things. It's just so invaluable because there's a lot of things that can stop you from making progress. You know, that's your motivation and your education and your just willingness and drive to get stuff done. So if you can overcome that just by the people that you're around and gain some of that knowledge, you're going to be well on your way to success there. So he gave a little bit of my background already. We started out, like I said, just with single family homes. We actually, like my very first one, I used to live in Illinois. I went in the military and got out and joined the reserves. When I went off back to duty, I went back to Illinois. My dad moves houses and does foundations for a living. So he actually had a house that was given to him for free. We moved that into town. We put a foundation underneath it, a whole basement. I gutted it all myself. I did all the electrical, all the plumbing, all the drywall, you know, just trying to learn, trying to figure this stuff out. Because I did a little bit about construction, you know, growing up with them. I was kind of like the slave labor ever since I could walk about that tall. I was making about $1 an hour, you know. It was big money back then. I could buy some candy bars. I remember I saved up to buy my own TV for my room. It was a big deal, right? So it was a good time. So you just learn hard work, you know, preservation, stuff like that. But I want to talk about like some of the things. I really like commercial real estate just because the way it scales. The simplicity of it, for my mind, are very logical. I like numbers. Okay, if I buy it for this, how much can I sell it for, right? And I want to see, okay, if I need to do A, B, and C, and it goes from here to here, and I'm going to make this much money, it makes total sense to me. My wife, I wish she was here, she's more of the logical side. She did all the Airbnbs. She used to be a bill collector. She loves customer service, so we work really well together. She loves all the customer-facing parts of our businesses. And we really meshed together there.
And she's not feeling well today.
No, we had to take her to the ER last night. She got the flu and everything. So, yeah, she would love to be here though. And then I want to go into goals a little bit because I think goals are one of the most important things you can do. Everybody starts at the beginning of the year, and I've got a couple of books and recommendations and things to think about because this is an action meeting, right? So I want to have a couple nuggets in here for you guys. Okay, here's some things to think about. You know, so what's your next step, right? That's what I always struggle with. Okay, great. I see all these fancy presenters. You give me all this information that I'm probably only going to learn like 10% of. And then what, right? Then you're going to go home. You're going to do the same thing next day, and nothing changes, right? So what do you have to do to take that first step of change? That's really what it's about. So it's about, hey, where do you want to go? What do you want to be? And then what are the steps in order to get there? So we'll kind of go over some of that along the way there too. So the path to success that goes along with your goals, you have to have somewhere to go because if you don't have any goals, any road's going to lead you there, right? You know, I'm sure everybody's kind of heard that quote before. So just figuring out what that is and be deliberate in your actions in order to take small steps every day in order to get there. I think that's one of the biggest things that you can do. And then finally, we'll wrap all that together and then we'll have like an excuse section, right? Like, hey, what's going to stop you, right? We'll get all those out of the way so there's nothing, right? So if you have all the people, you have all the knowledge, and there's no more excuses, then what's going to happen, right? Hopefully you're going to make some progress to your goals and get stuff going. So that's kind of my goal for this whole session in order to, you know, have some action items for you guys. So like I talked about before, my first house I did all myself, and then we started doing, you know, I would buy a house, a HUD home, you know, I figure out, okay, if I'm buying it for this, then I can sell it for that. All I got to do is live in it, you know, destroy it and breathe a little dust the whole time, and then, you know, be able to sell it. So we did that for, you know, a few times. What's beautiful about that is you don't have to pay any capital gains tax, right? If you live in the house 2 out of the last 5 years, there's no taxes on it. So it was amazing. So you'd be able to create a little bit of wealth there, just roll that over to the next one, the next one, the next one. If you can do some of the work yourself, if you're handy, or if you can hire somebody to do that, and you have a little bit to put in there, that can go a really long way. And then we got to the point where I was fixing up the house, you know, we had 2 kids at this point, and my wife's like, no, we're not going to do this anymore. There's dust everywhere. The house
The Greater Dayton Real Estate and Investment Association has provided me options. It's provided me opportunities to see that there is more to the real estate industry than just buying and selling homes. But this opportunity has given me more options for helping people, and we're all working together to help our local communities.
GDREIA helps partners in title agency as it helps me serve other people in the industry as far as on their closing transactions and investing in the market.
Brian and Terry Quinlan. What we got from GDREIA is a retirement and a good lifestyle in the meantime, and a lot of good friends. I've learned a lot. We've learned a lot.
A lot of knowledge and a lot of education, and having the speakers come in and be very informative of what's going on.
I'm Rhonda with the Dayton Tenant Union, and we're talking about partnering with GDREIA, where we can get landlords and tenants to learn the rights and responsibilities from landlords and tenants, so we can all get together as a unit, as a whole.
Well, the benefits of GDREIA would be to network with other real estate investors, as I'm a brand new investor and I am looking to learn from their knowledge. I want to network with others where they can guide me.
The biggest benefit I get from GDREIA is talking with the other people. If I need something, a plumber or an electrician or a roofer, I know there's always people at the meetings that can help me. And talking with other people make me feel like I'm not alone in this. There's other people just like me doing it.
Hi, I'm Felicia Hall, and what I get from GDREIA is all the knowledge from these people who give me great ideas and things to fix up. And yeah, we like and we like Marcia. Thank you.
So GDREIA benefit me with teaching me how to rehab, how to do different stuff to become a successful real estate investor. So that's how I got all my educations from GDREIA. So
I've met a lot of nice people and I've learned a lot of good information. I think it keeps me abreast of what's going on in the real estate business.
The benefit I get from GDREIA is I get a chance to network with other successful investors, and through that association I learn how to be a great investor, and all the deals that I have found so far have come from GDREIA, and I'm doing very well with the investments I've chosen, plus I have a lot of great friendships.